Be honest with yourself. When was the last time that you walked past a mirror or you took a group picture and you looked at yourself and thought, man, I look great? You see, most people, if you're not narcissistic, usually when they look at themselves, they'll nitpick every little thing as if they have a spotlight on them all the time. Most people usually always see themselves as ugly or don't like how they look, and at best think they're just average. But what if I told you that you're not ugly, or at least maybe not as bad as you think, because your brain is actually your worst enemy? Let me explain. You see, the reason why you think you're ugly is because you care too much. You see, many times you're gonna see another dude and you'll think, man, he looks pretty good. He looks at least average. You'll never usually call another dude ugly. However, as soon as you see yourself in the mirror, you'll immediately think you're the most hideous thing you've ever seen. And that's because you value how you look way more than how freaking Todd looks. You understand that your beauty affects your life exponentially more than how good looking Todd's beauty will ever be. And for that reason, you judge yourself more harshly. Here's the crazy part though. That same psychological phenomenon that's happening in our head happens in their heads. So they're judging us by that same standard. So in their eyes, you're not as ugly as you think you are. And well, the second reason why you might not like how you look is called loss aversion. You see, like I said, our brain is truly our worst enemy. It's not your looks. See, in your brain, losses, they weigh heavier than wins. Here's an interesting exercise to explain how loss aversion works in your head. See, here's $1,000. I'm gonna give you $1,000. The rules are simple though. If you choose to keep the $1,000, you're gonna lose $400 immediately. Or you could choose to try to keep all of it, but you run a 50-50% chance of either keeping it all or losing it all. The interesting part is that this exact study was run and it showed that 61% of the population would choose to gamble it all versus trying to keep it and losing $400 up front. Now I'm gonna give you a second proposition. Here's $1,000. The rules change though. See, right now, I'll give you $1,000, and if you decide to keep it all, you get to keep $600 of it. Or you could choose to hold on to the $1,000, and again, you'll run the same 50-50% risk of either losing it all or keeping it all. Well, yeah, they ran this study as well, and what was interesting is that only 43% chose to gamble it. So that means 20% more chose to go with option A. You want to know why? At the end of the day, both propositions ended up with you keeping $600. However, the verbiage on the first one, all your brain heard was lose $400, and on the second one, gain $600. See, your brain hates losses. Well, the same thing happens with how you look. Say you got big ears, or you got a big nose, or you're short, or you're too tall, or you're too fat, or you're too skinny. But on the other hand, you have great eyes, you have a great smile, your charisma is amazing, you're a great person, your humor is out of this world, you're a great conversationalist. See, at the end of the day, while you might have all these wins, you solely focus on the losses because your brain is wired for loss aversion. Number 3, the mirror effect. You know how sometimes on a very rare occasion that you're really dressed up, you look at yourself in the mirror and you think, damn, I look good today. But then you'll go to your tagged pictures on Instagram and be like, who the hell is that ugly beast of a man? Well, that's called the mirror effect. This is a psychological phenomenon where people tend to develop a preference for something merely because they are familiar with it. You see, on average, you're used to seeing yourself on a mirror 10, 20, maybe even 30 times in a day. So you already know which angle makes you look your best when you're looking at yourself in the mirror. Seeing yourself in pictures, however, that you're not as used to, which leads you to spot all your asymmetrical differences that you hate about yourself, leading you to think that you're that ugly beast of a man. The great thing is though, you can do certain tricks or little hacks to make your face look more symmetrical, so when people do snap a picture of you, you always look your best. This is why I love frames. Like when you're out and about, especially if you're taking a group picture outside, your best friend is always to throw on a symmetrical pair of frames, something that suits and fits your face. See, a frame is perfectly balanced. The symmetry automatically makes your face look more balanced than without the frame, and it hides imperfections. This is why I love sunglasses and exactly why we started the brand called Jade Black. See, with Jade Black, we not only produce stylish frames, we produce quality frames. Our frames are made with handmade materials from Italy, the acetate. We also use high-grade stainless steel. We use actual polarized glass. You hear that? That's glass. We don't use plastic on our lenses, and even has anti-reflective coating on top of the polarized coating. We cut no corners. You grab one of our sunglasses, not only are they gonna look stylish on your face, you're gonna feel the quality. These frames easily could go for $300, $400, $500. We sell them for $49. And I made it that way because I actually wanted you guys to have something that you could be proud of, something that made you feel good without having to break the bank. You can compare these frames to any high-name brand you want to, and I promise you, we're gonna be better. Well, this December 12th, one day before my birthday, yes, your boy's turning 26, 12, 13, boys. But one day before our birthday, we're dropping our new collection for Jade Black. We're revamping all our best sellers. We're bringing them back. We're bringing back new colors, a bunch of new designs, and even bringing in new designs for women. This is one of our new designs that I believe should be dropping soon. I mean, just look how good this looks. Look how good you're gonna look in these frames, bro. So yes, bro, we don't only do sunglasses. We also have blue light blocking glasses. These are great so you can wear all the time, 24/7, whether you're indoors, outdoors, or nighttime. They actually help protect your eyes from the blue light that your devices emit. So it's functional and it makes you look smarter and more attractive. We also have prescription glasses as well, so we got you covered across the board, and usually our best sellers tend to sell out the first week, which I don't want you to miss this launch, boys. So if you guys want to check out this new launch for December 12th, what I'm recommending for you to do is grab your phone, put a reminder on your phone, December 12th at 10 a.m. Eastern. We're dropping our new collection for Jade Black. I don't want you to miss it. I want you to pick yourself up a pair of sunglasses that'll suit your face and that'll give you the confidence that you want so you can look your best. And here's the best part. If you take our online quiz, which is completely free, it'll take about 1 minute, we can actually recommend to you guys what frame you should buy for your face shape. If you guys want to check it out, it'll be linked down below. And finally, number 4, it's called attentional bias. See, your brain tricks you to think that whatever your mind is or your attention is set on is to be the most important thing over whatever you're not paying attention to. Remember how I just mentioned that your brain hates losses and overly focuses on them versus on your gains? Well, if you spend most of your time or all of your attention only examining your flaws and only a little bit of time sometimes appreciating your positives, these flaws are going to weigh heavier in your mind, leading you to think you're ugly because of that attentional bias. Your mind perceives this to be the most important thing in your life. Bro, I'm telling you, you're not as ugly as you think you are. I mean, from what I'm looking at right now, you're actually kind of a stud.